obviously.
A Honda, obviously.
Come on.
For its unparalleled reliability and miles to the gallon.
Yeah, but it will disappear after one event, okay? So, all right, it looks like we are getting back in the server right now, folks.
I'm excited to see some PVISION, man. We were very kind of
bullish.
all in on. We were bullish on this team back at the major. They did play some impressive CS. Managed to make one hell of a run. Felt shy, I guess, of the aspirations that they might have had, but still, you know, did a very good job. And I liked hearing from Dastan, James, even on the exit. It was good. They give good interviews, these guys. Dastan in particular, I'm noting he's been way more vocal as of late. Used to be a coach who kind of kept everything close to his chest, you know, wouldn't share a whole lot, but seems like a completely different guy now.
So here we go, folks. It is the map pick of ENCE. See, actually, maybe production is right because ENCE are on the CT side, but they picked this map. Did PVISION pick T side? That's crazy. Who does that?
Jane.
Jane does that. So maybe James has been cooking in the lab all week as they run up the long side. Nobody home.
Yeah, they've got a free bomb site here. Poddy's starting to move over as these rotates from lower. It's 4 players up from the bathrooms trying to fight forward. Viku's been spotted as the one man moving up from CT. As you get an idea of numbers here, might feel tempted to go and search for Viku on that backstab, just to give yourself a little bit of breathing room, because right now you feel kind of pincered. That one kill there out of Belchanok already goes a huge step in the right direction. Tap on the bomb, gonna force some fights, and they all come through for the side of PVISION. That's a very nice look in the pistol.
Oh, I love the first games of the season because every team comes in with little pocket strats, little ideas. There's no reads going on. There's no prep for your opponent. There's no anti-stratting. You can't possibly know what you're going to see. And so it is just pure intuition Counter-Strike. Great little call out of James. Smoke on the site, covers Poddy on short, lets them take deep control of Bank. Bomb down. Fantastic post plant for PVISION.
I think that's just been so nice about watching the PVISION squad is, you know, you can really see that James is kind of back in his element. It's a bit tweaked, it's a bit refined. It's not 100% the old James, but the structure, the way the rounds play out, that's all there. And they do look very, very good at the fundamentals, at the pacing. They know how they want to play. It's super clear that James got an idea for the identity of the Counter-Strike and the brand of CS that this team wants to be playing. That was apparent back at the major, and so I imagine now with a bit more time and with a change, they've had a chance to refine that even further.
Got to get that bomb down. Jamon Glock armor in round 2. He really believed they were going to full eco this. It's a good read. A lot of teams do like to force on CT side, so James gets away with it. They get the Mac 10, but not really worth the save. Admirable attempt. Commanding the ship.
Yeah, not to be confused with General Mischief.
It's good. Will James go hunting, or is he just full saving his armor? He wants every penny he can get. I was seeing some nice rounds for James. Something you don't really see. Oh my goodness, he's just going to kill them all. kRaSnaL. Got a bomb tap, but James gets 3 with the Glock, which is crazy. James was doing some crazy stuff at the major. He was, when they were running AXX on Mirage, he wouldn't buy a gun because he knew, look, either we're going to kill someone or die in the first 5 seconds of the round. So why buy 5 rifles when you can buy 4 rifles and pick one up? And when he did it, he was always right. He always either got a free gun one way or another. And I really like that. It's just little bits of economy saving, Harry. It goes a long way. He knows his money.
I mean, it's something James always excelled at. We used to call him the accountant for that reason. He always found a way to make sure his team had money and your team didn't. And he had to kind of rework some of the theory behind it in CS2, but yeah.
It's just a lot harder in ML12 when you can't grind people down over the way he would grind a team down over
but I think
15 round.
That's why I say, you know, it's like, it's just a little different. It's kind of the same goal, but it's, you know, he goes about it in a different way. And like the thing that you list as an example, the whole like playing a gun round where one guy doesn't have a gun, it's another way of just that much faster getting to build up your own money. and still trying to remain threatening in every round. And that's something you'll always hear from teams, from players, whenever they play up against these James-led squads, is his teams always find a way to make you feel like you're under pressure, to try and move money out of your bank account by doing damage. And so any flawless round you can find is a very big deal up against this team. ENCE, this is a nice way to start. Sundae-Young in with a double, but eventually going to get brought down over here in the toilets.
That flash hit the water fountain. That's why it bounced wrong. That's really unlucky.
Fountain flash.
Yeah.
But not how they wanted it.
No. Drinking straight swamp liquid. 30 seconds. PVISION, can they get through this aggressive position later in the round? Good check from Zwei. 3-on-3 here, 20 seconds. They can definitely do this as ENCE scramble, rotate back up to this top side. Full blind, Zwei lines them up. Perfect flash, and Zwei is on for the ace. He'll plant the bomb as well. He'll do it all.
Maybe he has learned from Donk.
Yeah.
This is a Donk type round.
4
from
kills
Zwei.
and bomb plant. That is a Donk round. And no ace, they will not allow it, but Zwei kills everybody in the round. Sick lineup. Dude, the Zwei redemption arc is going to go so hard.
Yeah, I'm here for it. And, you know, I mean, if anyone could. If anyone could.
James.
It's James.
James could. Yeah, James could.
Because James always liked having one kind of mad dog in the team, you know, who gets a little bit more freedom than everyone else, chance to go and do their own thing.
Put him into more star positions. He's the most accomplished player out of his 4 young'uns.
It's like, you know, he's kind of had that at all points with his teams. Thinking back to the kind of first iterations of VP, you had your Kindar in the team.
Yes.
Past that, you'd Flit.
Look at this lineup. Oh, dirty. Great flash as well. MVP.
I think it also just pushes you to do better as well, right? If you're the one guy knowing that, you know, you kind of get the captain's trust a little bit more than the rest of the team, you don't want to let him down with that. Because then those privileges get revoked, you know? Then they go to someone else if you become a problem.
Oh, nice 3. Dude, I bet they did pick T-side. Like, it's the kind of thing that James would do. I've never seen a team pick T-side on Overpass, but watch them just run wild.
It's hard to just not glaze him the whole time.
Yeah, dude, I'm not even gonna try, to be honest. I'm just gonna let the glaze take over, Harry.
Yeah.
Like a donut factory. Oh, no, wait. They went for it. He was holding it. Who holds that? He's making it so easy for me right now, Harry. Heard the boost, cancel the boost. This one gun is in con, committed, but players nearby looking to... Oh, he saw the barrel. He saw the barrel. Oh, thank goodness they cover him. But not for long. Belchanok knows it's too short. Still going to go B here. Very dangerous move. Guns are plenty.
Yeah, gun retrieved. kRaSnaL coming hunting, and Belchanok will get taken down a peg down there in connector. Fiku hears that they're out through Monster, and he's getting a really solid... Oh, that's a nice tap for Zwei, and there's James to help him out. What? Just as you're about to start singing ENCE's praises, they come through with that. And a turnaround in this 3v4. They're looking to get out of it with 3 left standing. And we see the mileage that Zwei is putting in to open up this series, and we're excited.
Zwei to know.
Zwei to know, bro. Zwei to know.
We've been waiting. And Poddy is saving. What a start to the season for PVISION. I say what a start to the 4 rounds, but
I mean, it's still a good 4 rounds. There's no denying it. I'm not going to fight you on that.
Great 4 rounds.
I've been giving you little golf presents to play with while we cast. I have a new one for you for your hands.
Oh, the club.
Try this, bro.
Pull up to the club.
You see that down there? No, this is magnetic. Give that a little flip up. You're going to like the way that feels.
It's very good.
That's nice, isn't it?
Fidget.
You can have a little fidget with that, bro.
Thanks, man. Well, another clean round, walking out into the monster. They knew it was a bit of a stack going on towards B, and it did not stop PVISION. ENCE need to lock in with this gun round and pick it up, because suddenly you're facing a 5-0 lead on T-side Overpass. That's your half done.
Yeah, I mean, like, already the alarm bells are very much going off. Something else I'll say about that round, like we've been praising James for the fundamentals. The idea that you can get caught on an awkward timing on a boost at connector and still have a player within touching distance to go and trade that and keep the pressure on, like that's what we talk about when we say the kind of the system, the playing off of each other, the trade work. That was something that they were really, really good at the major, if you remember. They had like the best trade percentage of teams. I think it was in stage 2, and then that even followed them in a stage 3. It was really good, but obviously they didn't do as good in stage 3. They hit a bit of a wall. Yeah, their trades stellar. Their setups are there to complement that. And that round was a really good showcase of what we're talking about.
Well, ENCE is still trying things, right? Different boosts in these rounds. They go for the Heaven boost into connector. But no quick scale here for PVISION. And they're not patient enough to stay on the boost. The smoke comes down anyway. So a new attempt. And a missed timing again. So PVISION are going to get unscathed up con. Still looking like they want the B hit. They're very con and B focused right now on this T side. Not really fighting A. Where will the AWP be? Wrong side now. Double short setup. It's a spicy one. Are they going to fight together? Yes. PVISION get a lot of info, but ENCE are allowed to retreat.
Through Monster, and this B split off to an awkward start. Not the dream recovery either, with things just getting cleaned up out here in Monster.
Sick.
Still got Fiku. Will eventually get dealt with, but he's bought plenty of time for the rest of ENCE to come and move over.
Don't lose this. 2v5.
Both the kills coming from Nota there on the push out, and a lot of damage put down range on a Poddy.
I'm scared.
Damage inflicted onto Zelo, and that nade going to follow up with a tiny bit more, but he's still dealt with a man on the wraparound. This is rapidly starting to get away from you, ENCE, and you had everything to play with in this round. They go hunting further forward, and they find another. Now it's just Poddy, and he is a dead man. Nota with one hell of a sequence. 2 to bring them back into it, and then 2 more to close. That is a brutal round leveled against ENCE.
How did Fiku not do enough there? That final bullet headshot, triple kill a Monster, the spacing shut down, and still they slow and steady squeeze out a 2v5. Nota with 4 kills in it. Beautiful re-aggression. And hey, it's not just a one-man army on this PVISION squad. That we know, that we learned in Budapest. Anyone can come through and deliver a round like that. Insane individuals on this team. And they are riding the high into the next season. You know, it would have been fair for this team to have such a quick rise to stage 3 of the major, and then to disappear coming into the next season, you know, for that to be their story. PVISION do not want that to be the case. They want to remain in the conversation in 2026. A top 20 ranked team putting up a fight at the start of this series. 5-0, another double opener. James gets the spot. You got to wallbang him now if you want to finish him off. And so kRaSnaL will. Meanwhile, everyone else is falling.
Yeah, I mean, you just had to, what, lay down and sacrifice 3 players to go and kill James in mid. You know, on those type of numbers, you're just not going to win these rounds.
10-1 on his way. Nota yet to die.
And, you know, just to kind of go with what you just said about how, like, this team could have gone, what?
They didn't even plant. They're just sitting on site. They're all hunting. They're sitting on the site with a bomb. They're all hunting.
You were saying, like, you know, they could have disappeared after the major. I think, though, it makes sense that that hasn't happened. Like, I think this is the strength of this team in my mind. You have a bunch of young, hungry players who got their first taste of the top level, who now want more of that. They're already playing in a really structured team. You know, they've already fully bought into James' idea. And James himself, I think he found the motivation a long time ago, you know? It was after, if you were going to kind of give up, it would have been after you get removed from VP, which that was actually a decision he was kind of mulling over anyway. He'd said himself, he had his whole YouTube, the whole like influencer angle, he had all these other things he could have looked to go into, and he was debating and weighing up, like, do I want to go on the grind again? But that's a decision he's already committed to just by virtue of being in this team.
And now it's paid off. I mean, he joined PVISION, then he got relieved of in-game leadership duties for a period of time, right? Kickert was calling.
Yeah.
We saw how that went on MIBR, sort of. And then James retakes control of this team back in the last season. He gets some of the young stars that we were waiting to see.
Not young star, obviously.
No, still waiting for him. And it's just paying off. And I love how you mentioned, you know, the team, if they didn't already believe him, well, after making a run at the major,
exactly, right? Yeah.
Now they do.
And like one other thing you'll know is anyone that's played with James, like even someone like Yakindar, dude, they always have nothing but positives to say in terms of his brain and how he thinks about the game. Like, Yakindar would join other teams. Hell, even when he was in Fury, he still credits James for his brain. And it's like, you know, you just kind of can't get away from the impact that he leaves on individuals.
Yeah, and definitely having some self-assured young riflers as well. Like, these guys have insane mechanics. That much is super clear at the major, some incredible clutch rounds.
It's been very PVISION focused, but that's because ENCE are just kind of getting wrecked right now.
Overpass. What do you want me to say about kRaSnaL? He's on the team. Body has no kills. Netio has no kills.
Yeah, but their time's coming. Their round's coming.
They picked PVISION. They knew what they were getting into. When they get a round, I'll give a take.
Okay.
Don't know what that take is. I'll think of it.
Oh, BQ spotted. Here we are, might be building onto something here. If Zwei had continued with that spray, that could have well been the lineup over on short. Instead, it's just damage and a 3v5. Now, they've won a 2v5 already in this game. It was down to a quick sequence from Nota. He's still alive in this round, so going to put them on notice as he's got a bit of support out from heaven. Huge double for kRaSnaL, and now we look at Zwei, 10-1, top of the board, top of the charts, and a point to prove in this PVISION squad. Can Zwei clutch up? They won't make it easy for him. MP9 challenge is close, but there's the tap on the bomb and kill given away. Zwei with the spot, and he's playing them like a fiddle. They picked up the AWP. Poddy's heading for the hills. He knows he can't win this. Zwei adds another round to the tally for PVISION, and another one that can be attributed to him in these high-pressure moments. He does not crumble. 11-1.
I don't think it's PVISION focused enough, actually, at this point in the game. A 3v5 with a triple monster flank. They break the heaven smoke. That felt like the round right there for ENCE, and still every reason to be worried. Open bomb plot. Zwei in the perfect position with a perfect mechanical move. Figures out they're off the bomb. Doesn't overpeak. That's a clutch up for PVISION. What more can you want at this point of the game? They picked T-side over pass. You know what? Fair enough. Okay, no, they didn't actually, Harry. HLTV has updated, and PVISION picked this map.
Okay.
They trolled me.
The double troll.
Milo was right. Justice for producer Milo. Okay, monster push. Coming through. Oh! In the way! Excuse me! Nota kills Zwei. His second death is to his teammate.
That's so tragic.
Because ENCE can't kill him.
Dude, I would be seething.
And they were
if
all
I'm
dead
Zwei.
already. All the CTs were dead. Unnecessary. You better win now.
Don't lose this round now, bro.
Oh, well, they're fine. Nota's looking to make up for it. 7-1 himself. He says, you will not have a better KD than me. Okay, this makes a lot more sense if ENCE picked this map, considering PVISION started T-side. It does mean ENCE picked Anubis, which is interesting for later, but not for now, because Poddy just can't hit a shot.
Two of these players are low, but you just don't really have like the confidence to go for a round like this. And it won't matter. Zelo might have been, but you know, a couple of shots from death, he just takes that fight straight up.
Get him out.
Oh, I mean, dude, I do feel like this is just kind of a Right now, PVISION, a team that are narrowly inside of the top 20. I feel like if they can kind of keep going from strength to strength, keep having all these positive signs, and if they can learn to control some of the nerves of the younger guys under pressure, to me, this feels like an eventual top 10 team. I don't, this year, I think that's more than achievable for PVISION. Because you look inside of the top 15, I feel like they could beat some of those teams right now.
They're almost there. In the ranking, at least.
Yeah, I think top 10 team by the midpoint of 2026 is well within the grasp of this PVISION squad.
Poddy can't catch a break. He hits the tag. Down connector. Out long, Sunday Young close. And gone immediately. There's a nice double kill and toilets. That's all we've really seen. Zwei follows up onto B. And this is just the trial by fire here for ENCE. The worst way to start your season.
Oh, Poddy,
that's a brutal headshot. That is an unbelievable kill for Zwei.
He's 0-7
I can't even blame him for that kill. He didn't have time to react. Perfect.
I know.
Pre-aim.
It's just like, imagine being him right now.
I don't want to.
You're 0-6. You were 0-6. You hold monster. Pretty good line on the AWP. You're thinking, you know what? I got one at least. It's 2v5.
1v4. Zwei.
First kill of the game.
Come on.
Netu, maybe.
Netu, what you got? They're everywhere, and they're in your head.
Oh, they do seem like they're in their heads.
I just feel like you've been punished everywhere, no matter what you're doing.
And like the fact that you've lost on this huge streak of rounds, you have lost a couple of 5v2s, a couple of 4v2s, whatever it is, even the rounds that you're supposed to be winning or not winning, how can you feel any security in something like a 3v4, where you're on the back foot, which they have been more often than not.
What an impressive game out of PVISION. 2 players yet to get a kill.
Screw it, then let's just keep glazing them.
Yeah,
man.
dude, what are you going to say? Again, what are you going to say?
No, I mean,
what are
there's
you
nothing else to say. I love,
oh, man, the Fiku pickup, it really,
it's really worked.
It's really worked out so far. Give them time, okay? This is a brave pick from ENCE. And, I don't know what was available. They were one of the last teams to be able to pick. It was a brave pick.
Hey, look at it this way. It literally can't get worse than this. So it's only up. That's the only direction you have left to go.
Can only get better. And it better get better.
What do you think happens to Sunday Young? One tap? Orbed? What happens?
I don't want to think about it. I just want to...
Something's going to happen to him.
Feel it.
Does he kill 3 with the scout?
Oh! Burned out. Pistol close could be nice, but not if you break the smoke. Poddy with a kill. He's on the board.
Step in the right direction.
Okay. Not ready for 2 flanks, though.
Yeah, they're going to be close.
He's going to get on the board.
Sunday Young.
Just live.
Still firing off on that scout just to keep them interested, and Netu's allowed to close in.
Take it.
There's always been seen. A little bit of panic there sets in, but they will get away with the kills, and now it's just Belchenok. 1v2, and time is so low. It's a big problem. Breathe a little easier now. We were all panicking for the flank there at 0-7. Netu with a double kill will see them through to their first round on this CT side.
They'll take it, Harry. They'll take it at this point in the game. No worries. Both Poddy and Netu getting on the board. That's the start, maybe. It's what you have to tell yourself at this point. 9-1 up. Money not a factor, at least not for PVISION. And an eco win to give ENCE a bit of breathing room in their economy. Got a flash set up for connector. CeeLo playing at the very back. So this will not affect him. Just going to swing it. CeeLo has a lot of steps here. It's been very con-focused this game from both teams, really. We've seen a lot of boosts for ENCE. Seen CeeLo be drop mollies down the ladder so he can double Molotov this position. They're staying aware of B, which has been the focal point of this T side. 4 players strong. Poddy rotates out. Actually, Netiu looks like he wants to join him, so this is going to leave B completely empty. 2 players is not a lot when you've just swung Monster and saw it clear. PVISION are using that against them. Sway on the entry, out Monster, looking for the kill, but Netiu holds strong.
Good opening, and you've slowed the roll of this B hit. Giving yourself a bit of reprieve, but they're going to blow their own smoke open and battle through it. Missed shot from the JMAWP, and now Poddy given a bit more freedom, able to take one from afar. That leaves it all on Zelo. And he never made it into the site out here on shore.
Got money, go for it.
Backstab comes in, and a second round bestowed upon ENCE.
All right. Getting something to talk about near the end of this game.
Yeah, what's the end state? You were promised an end state.
God damn it, what's the end state?
The Fiku move, I mean...
Remarkable. I got nothing. Nothing worth saying. Maybe get 3 rounds and I'll think about it.
Destan kind of sits like he's playing. Like he's just as locked in as everyone else. I like that.
Yeah, it's true. I think Samdayoung is underrated. I don't think it's that hot of a take. I think he...
It didn't have to be hot. You didn't specify the temperature.
Good. That's good. I think Samdayoung is underrated. Not in this game, but I think he's a very strong rifler with a very good brain on his shoulders that he could be playing in a stronger team. I'm trying not to flame ENCE. That's not my intention.
No, I know.
Like, I think he's a good pickup for ENCE.
I put you in a bit of an unwinnable position.
Yeah, what am I going to say?
But I mean, actually, I didn't put you anywhere. You put yourself.
That's true, but in my defense, I didn't think ENCE were going to get
You've been hoisted by your own petard, as it were.
You are my petard.
What? No. Here we are, belching on. Pushed up in a playground.
Oh, fake jumps. Oh, good flash.
So blind. Samdayoung sent ahead, gets to be involved, gets to play early, and that's a 5v4 for ENCE as they look for a streak of 3 here to close out the half. I don't think that we're going to be, highly anticipating any type of a comeback here, but just feeling like you've warmed up, like you're not all mentally checked out on this first map is very, very important. You could see what one round even did for this team. They all look so scared, like every round was going to get away from them. Well, you've seen a bit more initiative taken in these final couple. Great read here, just to sneak on under. That hit. And they would have heard that. Sounded like a headshot just through the lip of the barrel.
What do you do here? This defensive smoke is so strong. Got to swing in off the back of the bridge. That's 1 for Zelo, but 3 on 4 here. Got to wait for that smoke to fade. We got low health on 2 players, and one of them gone. Fiku swings into Jame. Gonna need another crazy clutch round. Surely they're not cooking one. Jame and Sway, the new hot duo of 2026 in a 2v4. 20 seconds to go.
Time's the big enemy here, right? In for a team that don't mind milking the clock, like PVISION.
After you.
Of course. This way you're going to have to plug in those numbers.
Oh, no.
Swing and a miss on the wallbang from Poddy.
He's alive.
And so he gets out, gets to play in this post plant. Oh. Pressure's on now for Samdayoung and Poddy.
2v4, Harry.
All right, James hits his, but so does Poddy, and now an AWP clash to close this one out. James undoubtedly had the edge in these fights, and that will continue to close out this first half. A 2v4 to finish things off. PVISION move on to double digits.
Umich remains posted, now no support.
And but with the deep information, if they don't disrespect this, or if they come forward, well, it's actually come to the point now where his smoke can take over. He doesn't have to put himself in jeopardy. They're running through this. Oh my God, they're actually gonna come, yeah.
Oh, no way!
Double no-scope collapse.
Easy pickup for Na'Vi. I mean, they laugh in the face of this attack. fifth player in's the only one that gets a kill. He'll double down m0NESY, but he's already down to a quarter HP.
But old habits die hard, it looks like.
That's 3.
Man.
But he only has 3 health left. That should be the end of him.
There's only 2 guys.
Yeah. He's going to use the smoke grenade to cut off Alexi.
Could they mess this up? 25 seconds, and m0NESY is seeing red.
He wants to make it happen.
Oh my God.
Oh, no, wait, dude. This is a 1 versus 5 straight up, and he has
can
time
read
to
it.
get bomb. He should have this red with another smoke. Oh, my m0NESY. 1 fake. The nade doesn't come through. Now, he's got enough space to commit to this. m0NESY, a pure 1v5. And as EMAC tries to get out through that smoke, m0NESY's just dodging all these bullets.
He's terrified. Ema's looking behind him for a push through. Time's ticking away.
I mean, how could you not be horrified? m0NESY, the prodigy, has pieced together 4 frags in this 1v5 ace clutch. And EMA, his head is on a silver platter. A miracle from the magnificent m0NESY.
The Flames and Dexter. Getting this bomb down is scary. Flames is taking real estate, but ends up getting punished. Liquid hold, and they win these fights. Just Dexter left to get past, but he's an iron wall at the back of the site. Moving around, kill number 3. Oh! Dexter! Make some noise for him, that is incredible!
And you've got JL and Wonderful.
It's this fight, JL and Wonderful, or in Fame, excuse me.
Very key. Fame slips up, getting ever closer. JL thinking about going to help as Wonderful puts that op over to the corner. That could come back to haunt him. Tough spot to get the multi-frag. But the CT's sitting and waiting for a little longer. Molotov goes to cave.
If Fame waits this long, this might come back to bite him.
He's got the kit, and that kit could be so key.
You gotta go, VP.
He needs to move. Bombs, oh, beyond! Oh, welcome to Wonderland! They lock down that post plant like it's nothing!
Worth the wait here on this T side. 10 rounds for PVISION and a Zwei masterclass with James supporting well and a 1v2 to boot at the end of the half. Really tickles my pickle. ENCE are in a tailspin. This is PVISION's map pick and it's looking like it.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Zwei's just playing out of his mind, and everyone's enjoying that. We're all here for it. You know, I think what could end up happening, one of these really beautiful things that sometimes happens, which is where a team goes in a different direction, maybe a player that you had some, not expectations, but like there was some hype around originally, goes somewhere else, and it's not the case where, you know, one guy gets a really bad end of the bargain. Actually, sometimes both teams can get better, and this might be one of those situations, right? I think Zwei with a bit more freedom to make plays in a different environment is probably really good for him, and I think it's going to light a fire under him individually. And hell, if this game's anything to go by, it feels like that's the case.
It's the old mutual breakup.
Exactly,
you know? I think someone could love you better than I could.
Yeah.
And usually that's cope, but right now, James doing a great job. Look at him go. 5v4, James lets him pass, but he does miss the shot behind. Okay, that has changed the outcome of the round. A big opportunity squandered as ENCE pull the same pistol that PVISION did. Can they find the same result? 2v3.
Thing is, PVISION didn't have a huge amount of fear in their pistol round. Meanwhile, ENCE certainly do with... miss on the jump, but shots will give it away at least. Belchnok closing in with these dual Berettas, and the execution is swift. Bomb planter dead. That's Fiku out of the round. So now you're looking on. It's the 2 bottom performers here for ENCE, the guys that struggled to get anything going. We talk about how fear had crept into this pistol round. Well, these would be the 2 experiencing it the most. For Netu and Poddy, this is not an easy task in front of them. They will get away with 1 kill, and Poddy now left in this clutch. Tap on the bomb is planted for him. It's a really strong position. There should be no giving this one away.
Yeah.
And so ENCE will get this pistol round on the board. Poddy delivers the killing blow and all. So he adds a clutch to the tally on this game.
You see both the players back all the way up in that 2v2, and that's such a good move. It's kind of hard to lose when you have the bomb there and there's no kit, no smoke. You need utility, you need something to make that round winnable. Otherwise, you're just going to get jump checked on defuse. No reason for Poddy to commit to a fight. So really well played. Clutches up here. I mean, James could have just won the round straight up, to be honest. So we won't be happy with that, but an eco comes in. ENCE will take their time.
Now really hoping that ENCE can be.
Yeah, nades are ready. There we go. Fiku. Get him. Sees nades coming. Good dodge. Should just be clean-up crew here coming in. Mop and bucket. Dude,
Oh my God.
Chill. Can you not?
Thank
Can you
God they
not?
got him eventually.
Can you not? 2 USB headshots. How don't you glaze?
Zway might be the GOAT.
Well, let's simmer down. But let's also not retcon his time in Amiga. Because there's a reason he joined Spirit.
Exactly. Just nice to see that he's still capable of it when he's in more comfortable
Environment.
Yeah, and just positions even.
Okay, quick B.
And then they come. They'll get away with entries on kRaSnaL and Netu and come out with a 4-on-3. Now, are they ready for the guy that's been causing them all sorts of problems? Way in at the barrels. They will spam him out through that smoke, but the job is far from over. Zelo and James now arrive to this retake. And actually, I say James.
James arrives?
James not arriving. James, I just presumed he would be
doing?
there, but actually...
He's pushing mid. Wait. Yeah, right, he's saving.
I guess he's saving.
He was pushing mid. Could have gone con. He's hoping they've overcooked. My guy, they are not on A.
No, wait. Oh my God, I know what he's doing.
What's he doing?
Okay, do you remember ages ago, I used to always say, if one guy can ninja defuse, it's James, because they
Okay.
think he's saving when he doesn't play.
Okay.
Now, I know the scoreline might mean that they're over-paranoid, so they stick around here, and that likely does happen, but
Smoke is really...
if one guy could ninja defuse, really whenever he wants, it's this guy.
Exits will have to do in this case. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, will they? Ah, that one, that's not James' best moment.
No.
That nobody's saying that.
Pull out the deglazer.
Salt the roads.
You remember that, Hugo, having to go to school in the morning, but it was winter, so the car's all frozen over.
Yeah, I got the reference.
You had to go sit in the car. Or you boil a kettle,
I thought it
pour it on the windshield,
crack the windshield.
shatter the windshield into 1,000 pieces.
I thought the deglazer... Oh, hello, I'm back. I thought the deglazer was just when you like lick the donut but don't eat it.
No, that's cool getting banned from Krispy Kreme. So you can't do that.
Oh
Just watch me. And then they kick you out. I reckon you could get to 3 donuts before they stop you. Well, they start reaching to for the gun that's taped under the desk. For freaks like you.
How do you think the donuts get their holes?
I don't think we're allowed to have these conversations.
No.
Okay. ENCE, what do you got for us? Been a nice looking T-side thus far. Pretty good start to the 2026 season,
Yeah,
as
actually.
you would say.
Great start to the season. 3 rounds in a row. They forced the A stack with this contact from Poddy, but getting interested is Elo pushing up on short. Will they realize and rotate out? Well, that's the info they needed. Belchernot can't buy any time, though. Just trying to live. Dink. One more bullet from heaven. James supplies it. Belchernot hiding out in the pit. Cleared as well. They get rid of Poddy in middle. Bomb down, though. I mean, nothing to lose in a little try here from PVISION.
I mean, everything to gain. You've done a lot of damage. You've got them pinned into the site. Right now, kRaSnaL is trying to alleviate some of this pressure by getting rid of the CT presence, and he will deal with that first man around the corner. Nade even onto James, softens him up. Now, saving here would feel crazy for James.
Got armor on both of them, so
Oh, that's fair.
makes sense. Every little bit.
That actually is fair.
Yeah, we'll allow it. I mean, let's see what difference it makes. What's his loss at? He's max loss. He's going to get the AWP.
Yeah, I left my glasses in the other room, so I'm a little blind
Kinda
for
like
this
Velma
first.
right now.
Yeah, I am kind of like Velma. Jinkies.
I can't find my glasses. I try not to question James because I know that he knows what's best.
Did you watch the new Velma?
New Velvet dropped.
Yeah, it was really good.
Is this a bit?
It is a bit. Well, I mean,
Is there a new Velma?
there is, but it was just really bad.
Okay. They made a show about her.
Yes.
She's not that interesting, unfortunately.
Oh, believe me, you'll love it. Watch the show.
I'm not going to do that.
Watch you'll love what
I'm
they did to
actively-
the lovely characters from your childhood.
No, I don't want to do that.
So good.
Scooby-Doo remake with a cat.
I hope they bring it back. 2026, year of Velma Season 3,
This
baby.
is classic. 1 AWP A, 4 B. I've got it, guys.
James, we'll have to do a lot here.
Yeah, retake now. Going quick, and James is faster.
He's kind of already done his part in the round, you know, finding that 5v4 is what you want from him. Set up now for a retake with the man advantage.
Got to be calculated here from PVISION, but they've got the nades. They've got everything they need. Need some big frags out of ENCE.
Viku. He should have this one. You'd like to think this kill's going to come for free, so this backstab that PVISION were waiting for is never going to come through. James might ring out with a second, but that's not enough to entice them for the retake. We said the comeback felt really unlikely. I feel like we have to start taking it seriously now because 7 rounds for ENCE. Their T-side's got some hands, Hugo, and I don't know if PVISION were ready for that.
Not at all, and it's pretty efficient, right? They're just doing contact in mid, running down con, hitting B, or in this round, walking all the way up toilets, realizing, hey, there's no one here. We've got no contact. It's probably just AWP on A, and they just rush him. They get spotted, they rush him. James gets a kill. It's still enough manpower in the post spawn to frag their way out of the round. So it's pretty basic, but it's working really well for ENCE. Players are warming into the game. Fiku looking good on the extremities. And right now, ENCE are up to 7 T-side rounds. Cannot complain. After a 2-round CT side on Overpass, you would expect it to be over. So let's see if PVISION can dig deep.
All right, long control taken. And again, they picked kind of the right avenue to move in on here, right? It's a more toilet-focused setup for PVISION. Light on long. Meanwhile, Fiku trying to sell something down here towards B. That kill goes a long way. Even softens up Nota. Young tries to brave the toilets. They never even learn about the player tucked in, but Long's been open all round, and James really should have got caught there.
Hello? Given
a second chance thanks to kRaSnaL's kindness on these misses.
What?
And a mop-up of the long push leaves it just on Poddy. This streak of rounds might not come to matter if it starts to get away from you now. That's a sloppy look at the top site hit, and everyone from PVISION playing cleanup. The fact that that second toilets player never got spotted really did come back to hurt them as well. They lose the second player coming up through short. The labored kill on James, kind of allowing time for players to get there and pad out the defense. There were a lot of rough edges to that one for ENCE in what has otherwise been a good T-side.
Oh, that's a spray that you lie in bed thinking about later tonight. That was a very winnable round for ENCE, catching multiple players off guard and missed chance. So they pick up the pace. Some frustration B hit here coming in. 3 players strong right now with a smoke down in the front of the site. Young can pass well, but flash from A wrecks them. Over the top, Zwei and Nota hold on. That was actually a team flash, I think. Couldn't have gone worse for ENCE. Young had that entry, but denied by his own squad. Can they clutch their way out? PVISION had plenty of 2v4s. This is now a 1v3. Unknown position, but not for long.
Oh, that's you. 1 kill, but that's it. Done deal. 12 on the board for PVISION. And so now 5 chances just to walk this one home. It took them a while to find any type of a grasp, any type of purchase on this CT side, but now they've got it. And so final timeout burned for ENCE. It was admirable, man. Like, they actually had us going for a little bit there, 5 in a row after a pretty dismal CT half.
Just no breathing room, right? One mistake, one missed spray on that A play from kRaSnaL, and suddenly a winnable round goes out the goes to the wayside. Their money gets broken, they B rush, it fails, and now they're on pistols. So comebacks are nice, but require a near flawless game, and maybe don't have it in them here on Overpass. Might have to rely on their pick of Anubis. You heard that right. Anubis up next. Train gone. New map just dropped. Old map. Same, but different. All through the mid-smoke.
Oh, the timing there is so awkward, but he still gets away with it. Flash in now to help him. Zelo, it will be the end of the line, but he's done his part. 2 in the round. It's perfect. And ENCE back to that familiar feeling. They're on the back foot in a big way. 3v4 here in their low econ final round of play. If they don't manage to turn this one around. Zwei's already moved on up towards upper as well, lending a helping hand to James. So are you ready? Are you ready for more?
Even 1 kill from Zwei is nice here. Shadow over the top. Not going to get any. James will deliver instead.
Another great example of just the good trade work for PVISION that often goes into getting them these rounds. You always feel like you're going to get a solo fight, but you don't.
Oh,
Young's gotten way closer than they're ready for, but again, a man set up and ready to deal with it in Nota, and there's the killing blow. PVISION might have got a little sweaty to open up that second half, but really this game never left their hands. That's them a map up now. ENCE have got to bounce back.
Sweaty palms, but dry aim coming through from PVISION, making that one work for them. 13-7, rocking on in. Look, a little bit of life for ENCE.
Essentially, give rounds away through trying to play the map properly.
The question everyone's been asking is this increased bit of CT economy off of the kill bonus going to make it any easier? And maybe a nade extra here and there and a better buy somewhat, but the map hasn't fundamentally changed, at least not yet. So we'll have to see. Mid control going to be be their name of the game here. That's the way to get yourself in on this T side. So let's see what PVISION are going to put down range here on ENCE's map pick. PVISION, this time, opting for T. Bomb outside B, 2 water. Triple mid for ENCE, but they deconstruct that pretty quickly into an A stack. And that is quite a stack with a no kit. 3A, but they're going to re-aggress. Here's that aggression. You're always feeling the pressure on the CT side to get information. Flash back in is perfect, but the shots do not connect. Right now it does look like A, so can you blame ENCE for wanting to take another punt? They're going to flank PVISION quickly. Nice aggression.
And that's who's going to have a lot of backs turned.
Oh.
But they just slink on past and get down there into dark. Now they've got a lot of control over here towards B. Now the retake's coming in, and that bomb's not even planted yet. Very, very fast on the wrap round. Belchinok with one more, but you're looking at another one of these man disadvantage rounds having to come through for PVISION, and we're not on Overpass anymore. The CT's just able to swarm. Good stuff from ENCE in that pistol.
Just an excellent call from ENCE to not only re-aggress on A, but then do it again, right? They get flashed off, they still recommit. Knowing they can get behind PVISION or get to straight up fight them with 3. And the timing was so good. Yeah, they miss their shots on the flank, but PVISION can't go back into those long-range fights, so they have to go into the B-bomb site. ENCE waiting there. Nice pistol from ENCE. A sign they've already been doing some work on this map. Oof. But I mean, PVISION have an insta-ban, so they were always going to have to be open to this one.
It was a map that, like, James' old VP did play.
Yeah? Do they play it well, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They did.
Genuine question.
You know, so I think he'll have some ideas here as to what's meant to go on for PVISION. I think as well, you know, I'm remembering Fiku catching a lot of OG back in the day on this map. They used to frequent a bit of Anubis.
So we're in for a good game.
I think we should be. I think this is actually a pretty sick first little Anubis for you and I.
Nice. Fiku just tried to block the main smoke.
Yeah, a classic.
But didn't work.
Majo would be proud.
Well, he wouldn't be because he failed, actually. I guess it was a lineup that disallowed the block.
I'm curious how Aurora feel now that this is back.
Oh, well, they banned it in their first series.
I know.
Oh, no, sorry, they just didn't pick it.
Exactly.
Let it get banned.
So it's like, I imagine they're kind of going to look to bring that back. They were really good.
I'd imagine. So there was a lineup there, but kRaSnaL right now holding strong. 5-0. Double in this gun round. PVISION desperately looking for a duel to go their way. Maybe Sway could be the way. Show me this way. Not today.
Well, another round for us to kind of see this example of the extra freedom for Zwei. He'll be left to come in on his own timing and to his own devices on this mid flank. For now, his teammates group and look for the hit. Zwei just here to try and control rotates.
Nice.
Not in a position where he could get one and get out of there, though. He's hard committed to that fight, hard committed to that angle, and so one is as best as he can manage. Belchenok won't fare much better, and that leaves it just on Nota out here towards the heaven. He'll get triple swung. They were ready to come in through the camera as well. That's the 3-0 secured here. You take the first rifle round. ENCE feeling pretty positive about this right now.
PVISION had good positions right there. Deep mid control. They got out A for free. PVISION were allowed that. Even took camera in the post plant. But ENCE, they don't take a single fight without having a player next to them to trade. And so that's how you don't lose the 5v3. You just get even trades all the way. Double swing heaven, double swing camera, good patience from Fiku. And to ENCE, get it done easily. 3-0 start, one gun here for Zelo. And everyone else on a couple of pistols. Water and nade. Not wanting to announce this, gonna let the rifle surge.
All right, let's see what Zelo can do. Smoke in at heaven. And as soon as it lands, contact comes through out main side. Good stuff for Sunday Young on that rotate in, just getting one as the aggressive piece of Belchenok is removed. Bomb has been planted. Still get out with a plant here.
This is scary. kRaSnaL's on his own. They can isolate this if he goes first.
Creeping up close, but they're not playing for an aggressive peek. They want to try and take this camera fight as soon as they're given it. On the fade of that smoke, that's when Zelo strikes. Only able to get out with one, but helped by his teammates here. It's still the advantage for PVISION. Netu, good chase, down to the 1v1 now, and time is very, very low. Has to force this fight right now. And with time low and a problem, will get the tap, but not the round. An impressive shot for Netu. Hits it as soon as he's given the opportunity, but that's where you've got to give credit to PVISION, just not letting the nerves get into them, not swinging out too early on that check. The round was already secured long before the fight was taken.
Buying just enough time here. Every player doing their job, taking one with them. And if not, then buying a few seconds of safety. As PVISION find their first round on the board. And an eco as well. There's Polyorping down middle. Jame will try and match him, but PVISION haven't shown too much focus on mid just yet. ENCE don't believe it. Gambling 4B in the silence. Got the Nico flash. PVISION outside of the A site, his way lurking. Oh, that's an audacious attempt. He's going to get a kill through the smoke, and that will cause a lot of chaos. Sundae rotates, even the A player starts to edge their way out. Perfect opportunity here for PVISION to take this site. And this is the claustrophobia of the CT side. The whole map is quiet. They could be anywhere. You don't know.
Oh. Shut down, and I mean, bomb planted. It's another post plant here for PVISION. But this time they're trying to take a bit more space away. They have a bit more breathing room to do so. Flash through, gets denied. J-Morp fires off for one, and once they lose the heavens, it becomes very, very tricky for ENCE.
3v4 post-spawn, but like you said, it's a space taking that makes the difference here for PVISION, getting heaven control. And they're playing grouped, right? They're playing good team CS right now, but PVISION potent as ever. Able to stop that retake from amassing, forcing ENCE onto Eco. PVISION looking to level out the score here in round number 6.
I mean, they've been pretty obsessed with A up until now. And it looks like they may just run that back. This is info ENCE are going to have. You know, at least help them try and place their pieces better. It's enabled the triple stack, but it's not a round they're supposed to win. And that one kill looks to draw him back. Fiku, if anything, seeing him out there in mid, you saw what side he came from. I think that just galvanizes the belief in going back with the bomb. Whoop.
James doesn't want to give them the AWP here. Careful as he holds for exits. Trying to run it away. Fully running away. Okay, no, back for more. James hunting. Zelo will help. And easily done here for PVISION. One casualty on the MAC-10. So no complaints here. Looking to warm into this game now. We've got to see just how much ENCE have to show, right? How much of their CT side is just reactive and how much is proactive. Doesn't look like they're really making any calls out of spawn here on the CT side, just sitting back in their setups and then re-aggressing when they have a bit of info. Double nades on A. Oh, okay. Sundayon got deep, but James shot him through the smoke.
This is bomb trapped over here at long, so it's likely going to slow things down a lot for PVISION. Don't want to risk losing it, so they've had to wait for James to move around and join him. But something a little different now from the PVISION squad. Largely been an A-focused game, just with set pieces. This time a grouping in the water.
Nice
Awkward
shot.
timing there for James, still able to get a shot off and a kill from it. Now we see if his team can find success on the B play.
I felt like that jump was about to kill him with nothing. Getting one really increases PVISION's odds. They walk into this weak B bomb site right now. Seeing James in middle hasn't given them any info. It's just Fiku, only good for one. Site taken. Back to a strong post spawn. Nota gets out main, and he's got flashes to stop this clutch up in the 2v2. Beltranok needs to take a kill with him. But Molly for the bomb as well, and no smoke, big problem.
Don't really know what you're supposed to do here, right? They're in such strong post plants. That certainly helps, but they know the defuse ain't being held. It's been too long, and so there's the swing out from Nota. Should look to just play this safe now. Here's them giving chase, and Nota there to shut it all down and stop that 2v2. It's a very, very tricky site to play back into with no util and a double setup back in main.
And that's part of why it's such a hard map for the CT side, because it's so important to use your utility right, in the sense of knowing when to block, knowing which positions to block, to stop a split, especially on B. But then at the same time, it's such a heavy retake map. You need a smoke for that post plant. Without it, with no smoke, no kit, that's like an impossible 2v2. You have to hope the PVISION just over peak. There's just no way to win it. They had neither smoke nor kit. I don't see how they could ever pick that up if PVISION play their cards right. And they do. Cool to see James boosting over that stairs smoke as well to catch an aggressive Sundae. Well, ENCE be able to add some chaos to the mix here with a few mini guns.
Bit of aggression, and as they try and chase down that scout, they play right into a double setup down there in dark. Catch from window as well, just to sweeten the deal, and even a jaunt out from Fiku, where he went to try and retrieve the gun. He grabbed a MAC-10.
Dayang, oh, he just missed it inside the smokes. It's Belgianock. They're going to have to hit this B site. There's only one man here. Or two, rather. Side by side, back of the site. Can Poddy keep it up? Yes, he can. Full health player gone. Surely not a 2v4 on low health.
Not with Sundae and co closing in through the back. He might fall, but Nechu should be there just to keep it all in check. And so, yeah, you know, the round technically gets close, but it was kind of fully controlled by ENCE throughout. Great stuff there, man. They come into that on a low buy. Get out with a round win on this CT side. That's a very nice feeling.
PVISION, pay for it. Galil's and Deagle on its way. Losing out in a big way to the low econ. Poddy does some serious work with the scout. PVISION haven't really been able to force many opening kills in this T side. They've not really shown any interest in middle. Just using it to catch aggressive players. The most suffocating CT side can feel is when you don't have mid control, so surprised to see that. Just going back and forth in water. This time it's back to A. And ENCE, they're never doing nothing, you'll know. They're always re-peeking something, jiggling somewhere, breaking a smoke, getting info, good block. PVISION are coming through.
Yeah, return to what started their streak of rounds on this T half, just these AXX, these set pieces. Oh. Good damage for Sundae. Would have converted that to the kill, and he kept on spraying. Here's the fast flank arriving, and so often it's been these double flanks that have served to catch PVISION off guard. Well, with Sundae throwing up a distraction like that on the push, what are you supposed to do? Lead retaken for ENCE. CT side once more getting some legs behind it. This is a nice look for ENCE here on map 2. We were kind of disappointed with the slow start, taking themselves a long time before they broke through in any meaningful way on Overpass. Very different story here on Anubis.
And just excellent pace on that retake as well. It comes because they are walking into con when that B hit's coming in, so A hit's coming in, so they're able to flank really fast. But they also realize that PVISION aren't just going to sit on the bomb site. They have to take something. So ENCE, before PVISION take any control of the post post plant are already closing the back door.
Just the frequency that these flanks come through fast enough that no one from PVISION is ready for it as well, right? It's speaking of the fact that, as you kind of touched upon at the start of that round, they're always doing something. They're always being active, and that's exactly what's demanded of you on CT Anubis.
So here we go, something else. But there's zero util in this, so you're just going to run out B and hope? Hope is all you've got. 1 kill. Jame follows up on the flank. He's got an AWP now. Careful, boys. Careful, boys. Don't troll this one. 2v2 now in the post plant. Jame swings out to his demise, and they know about this close position. So before the gun is up, ENCE have won another quick retake. There were some really slow, calculated ones early in this game, but now they are just thriving in the chaos. ENCE take a 6th-round CT side. That is beautifully done, and there's more to find.
Map starts to feel quite small now for PVISION, you know? Like, you had your A plays stop, the strat that kind of found you your first handful of rounds. B hasn't really felt super accessible all game, I'll be honest. It's largely only been these A plays. You get handed a double kill like that, and it might just set you on the track back into that old reliable A site.
Yeah. And finally make a grave error. PVISION that have just been sitting in water for the majority of their round openers. Poddy looking the wrong way. And PVISION don't jump the gun off of the 5v3. They let a further advantage come their way, knowing ENCE's best remedy is further aggression. So 5v2, simple round to just walk in and plant that bomb. Might just be the straight up save here for ENCE. You know they're going to go hunting. 1 round left on the half. PVISION can afford a couple of casualties. Preferably not the AWP. A standoff. Draw. Now they know where he is. Nicely done from Zwei. Big double on the way out. Far quieter game, really, from everyone on PVISION, but 6 rounds will be enough. Or at least it could be. Tech.
Well, looks like we get it out the way quickly for this final round of the half. Money not in a great spot for ENCE as they come into this round, so it's a bunch of SMGs, a couple of rifles.
They've won with less.
That they have, but you wonder if getting burned by the aggressive move in that last round shuts down the thing that we've been crediting them for the most, which is the fact that they're always active on these CT halves.
I think you can still be active. You don't have to necessarily walk out A main at the start of the round. How about you walk out B main? Nice shot from Zwei. Recovered by Fiku. 4v4. Spread thin now are ENCE. Exec onto this side.
Someone else flashed for them, right? So there's actually a lot of info in that fight from Zwei. Knows that there's 3 players over towards that B side of the map, and so the rest of the team just follow through with an A hit, knowing it is the path of least resistance, and it's what they're set up for. They need to break open the camera smoke. Swing out here onto Bricks, and Zelo up close. Able to cut down this retake really before it becomes a problem. That is a lovely looking 3K. And with Fiku dead, PVISION will go on to tie things up at 6-all.
Majors are not banana cups. If you ask a player would they rather win Cologne or a major, no one will ever say Cologne unless Cologne is a major, and that's because of the prestige. If the play is going to be iconic, you got to start in playoffs. The crowd on the crowd mics, the call has to be so good from the casters just to complement that play perfectly, just the right amount of surprise and awe, and the reaction, just the raw reaction of the room. So I think it's just about the audience. For me, my favorite major final was the Astralis versus Virtus Pro. And this was right when Astralis had picked up Glaive. This was very interesting because kRaSnaL was a much more revered IGL. But the one thing Glaive brought to that major and to Astralis was he solved their choking issue. He made a series of calls on that T-side comeback on Train, and it was a bunch of very aggressive confidence plays at a moment where if they lost the next round, they probably would have just lost the entire series and lost the major. And that was the first of the 4 majors that they won. At a major where there's the most pressure, Glaive was the best option. And I think that was a really key point for both Astralis and honestly Denmark as a whole. When you look at FaZe at Boston, one of the most iconic images was Nico blown up on the Jumbotron. As hard as that might be for him to think about or go back and watch, that's one of the things you remember the most. Stewie being the guy who was the player that made Cloud9 into a winning team and made Cloud9 into a team that was top 6 that year. So the best sort of NA team that we'd seen in forever. And then for him to have the clutch moment to bring the team to overtime, it's not about the skill anymore, it's about who's good under pressure, and Stewie was that for Cloud9. I think that one will be forever iconic for me. I would never want to have to go through what FaZe went through at Boston. But in terms of how much emotion came out of that, it's sort of irreplaceable as a moment in history.
On their debut, Anubis ENCE step up with a 6-round CT side, a solid shift put in by ENCE to start off this game. They got blown out of Overpass. It felt like they were not up for the task, but maybe just a map diff. Done their homework, that's for sure. What's their T-side got in store? It's time to see here as PVISION split the half, which you would argue is the bare minimum here on Anubis. Let's see if James ready for the CT side as much as ENCE were. One technical as Sundayoung has left the server. But then we'll be right back.
Yeah, which is good. I like a little tech pause every now and again, Hugo.
Yeah, it reminds us, you know.
It just lets us slow down for a minute. You know? Because you never want to be, you know, getting through things too quickly.
Okay.
Things are better when they're slower.
Oh, that, yeah, sure.
Like a good film.
Like a race.
Like a good film.
Film.
As they would say in Newcastle. How are you finding Anubis?
Weird. I mean, weird just because what PVISION were doing. I think, you know, it worked enough. A lot of XX and some pretty, like, not too fakey, but no mid control. That's what I found weird. I feel like it's the most simple place to abuse, but maybe feel like it's a bit random with the nades that were landing. And at the start of the game, ENCE were expecting mid. They had a lot of triple mid setups, but then at a certain point, they just stopped playing it because there were no lurkers. There were no double molly mid takes.
Also, like, you know, thinking about like the old Flip Fame Jame VP, there was a good chunk of mid control in those games.
I just think
when they used to play.
Super meta, but obviously every team is going to...
Well, meta in the sense that, like, it used to be meta.
Yeah, it was meta. But I think now that it's back in the pool, everyone's going to be trying to bring their own flair in and, like, maybe change it up a bit, play their own way. And we'll have to wait to see.
I think the mid control thing makes sense with what PVISION's like goal was for that T side, because it was a lot of waiting in their default for aggression, and like no one really aggresses through mid unless you're like on an eco and you're doing like a little flash pop or something crazy. So like if you're gonna wait anywhere for kills, you want to be waiting on the extremities of A and B. Could that be it? I don't know.
Just a game plan thing, I think, for PVISION, very site heavy. I think ENCE will probably use mid more, but the bar's pretty low there.
Yeah, once would do it.
Yeah, basically. There was like one lurk in the entire half.
Yeah, shout out Zwei for that one mid lurk.
True. Belchnot just got knifed in the back.
That's good.
That's fun.
Sat there, little tech pause. Time to get angry at each other.
Backstabbed by his own brethren, and ENCE walk right into middle in this pistol.
Well, it's a lot more mid-focus.
The bar was low. And of course, PVISION stack mid. They were ready, as much as ENCE were as well. Some die young, trying to chase him down, but they won't give him the satisfaction. B. On his way main.
Oh, ugly, ugly, ugly. And now bomb plant for Sumda Young.
Love that.
Do we believe in the 1v4 completion, though? He's getting wrapped through dark. 2 players out of the temple, and Sumda Young will get shut down. Still, they appreciate the cash injection of that bomb plant.
Straight to the veins. Might allow for the second round. Force could see a faster round here for ENCE if they have something up their pocket. Up their sleeve in their pocket.
Is that a sleeve in your pocket, or are you just built like that?
Long legs. Should see my wingspan. So Mac 10s and a Galil come out, so will ENCE run a set play?
Sumda Young's very attractive, and I feel like no one's talking about that enough.
No? You could start that conversation.
I feel like I just did.
Oh. Can you develop it?
I don't think I need to.
That's fair. James got an AWP. Round 2 of the game. All right.
He always finds a way.
Doesn't
That
he?
James.
Oh, he had an AWP.
Jumping Jamothy. What's he up to there? Oh, God. And now they're going to lose this. Oh, from bad to worse. And Poddy's like, thank you for the AWP. And now Nota comes in and says, thank you for the AWP. But wait, because there's more where that came from. Up close. Nota still holds on to this control. Netu gonna need a drive-by on the Mac 10, and they'll come to him. Out with the swing. They will get around him, and so crisis averted for PVISION.
That is one cursed AWP. Whoever picked it up immediately died, didn't get to fire it off. But Zwei will win the round, and that's all that really matters for PVISION, able to convert somewhat on their pistol. I would expect a rebuy. Awkward timing in middle on that rotate. AK, pretty good. Just gonna walk through the smoke. On the break, bad timing, but great entry.
Oh, lovely set of openings, and it really doesn't get any better than that. Just a break of the smoke. Fiku and Netu bring that one home. And so now, you know, great damage in that previous round. Chance to knock a bunch more out of play here. This AWP and a FAMAS is really all you've got to bring forward if you're PVISION.
I'm not, but thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Perfect round for ENCE on the Reforce. Just walk through the B main smoke and run up con at the same time. PVISION completely caught off guard by the pace. I mean, one player CT, the other on the plats. Not really set up to stop that.
I mean, even having your B defense crumble like that is a really, really big problem for PVISION. You know, it's like you kind of want to set this tone, this idea that you're up for the task of defending it early on in this CT half.
Yeah.
Just so it feels like it removes it from the arsenal, and over time, as a result, you can be a little bit more conservative with your util over towards B. You can save it for late rounds. You want to try and take the pace out of a T side, ideally. Now, you don't really have that security blanket, you know, so you have to be pretty full on with the stopping util out towards main. Maybe you want to try and stem the bleeding on players coming up through the dark position, but it's like you gotta pump out some util now throughout the early stages of this CT side. And we were just saying they're already hitting some money problems. So, you know, you don't have a lot of util in this round, and you kind of have to respect the fact that these have been quick, pacey rounds leveled against you. So a lot of that's got to come out early.
ENCE are locked in right now. Netu just got jump scared, so here we go. Trying to even the score. James Orp goes back to B. Mid nades land, but no aggression with them. Seeing if there's a reaction from PVISION. Belchanok on his own. Oops. Oh, it could have been a great double molly con, but they have to cancel the plan. It was a nice idea from ENCE. One molly missed. The outside one would have cooked him. So back to an AXX instead, and Nota just reminds him, I'm still here. Oh, Belchanok can't die. It's the A site under his domain. Jay moving in with the orb, smoked out. Not the kind of guy to jump through that. And they're going back B into the stack.
Yeah, fourth player on his way over. Zwei waiting, strong position. 5-7 gets out with 2, but the rest of the stack is melted.
Wow, Zwei did everything. No one did anything.
James Nade doesn't find the low player, and so he is out of there. Tie game now. ENCE able to break through the stack with ease.
No one gets a kill. No one else gets one kill. That would have made that round so open. At a certain point, you got to get yours. Like, yes, Zwei is full baiting there, but everyone else commits and no one gets anything from it. James is even going to lose his orb. Sundae doesn't play any funny games. He just takes that kill straight up. So orb secured for Poddy. Orb denied for PVISION. Score leveled out and about to be led by ENCE. It's a nice peek.
Deagle here, and I don't know, I actually like the mid fight on the Deagle. I think it can be pretty... Actually, I say that. I like T-fighting down mid with the Deagle. CTs, they're the ones that have it rough. And yeah, that Deagle's gone straight away. Into the mid stack they'll go. Sumdai Young, will he be ready for 4 to pounce on him?
He's looking away. Brian walking through that door. Oh, he got wallbanged. They didn't even see him. He just straight up wallbanged the brick. They felt there was a stack here in middle. And they were right. Team kill after the round. Just add some spice.
Dude, I just caught that Netu flinch that you were laughing at earlier, bruh. He was actually so terrified. Yeah, that was so real.
That's what locked in looks like. All right, ENCE, they're just walking this game over the line, right? It's not like PVISION are putting up anything since the guns have come out. They only barely converted one anti-eco, and then they got forced on again. And we might have another clean-cut round here with an A execute. Heaven smoke, backside molly. Flashes go in. Going to be difficult to stop this this one here for PVISION. They've got 1 kit and 1 smoke. You have to try.
Bomb has been planted. I mean, I wouldn't even hate a unicorn round here. No. Just save. Like, you're out of position for this. They've still got util. You've been reblocked now, and the bomb is half-ticked. Missed shot might have enticed you, but now you've lost a player up close, and yeah, that will seal the deal on the round. kRaSnaL even tries to give chase.
James is out of there. He has the kit, so it's not happening. Captain's called it off. 1 kill was enough.
I think, you know, one of the critiques you could level against James in particular towards the end of like his time on VP, something that it felt like he'd almost refined or moved away from inside of this PVISION squad was he's always been a leader who, it's a lot about his like read of the game, trusting his gut. You know, all of his teams have kind of hung on his every word, thinking back to some of the old Inferno games, some of the old Anubis games, maps where he would just kind of call gambles based on his read. And I think towards the end of his tenure on VP, you saw his reads get a little bit worse. The gambles being in the wrong place, not finding their effect. Here, their CT side on Anubis has been, you know, called kind of exactly like that, right? We're just based on the feeling they'll play 3 players over towards a bomb site, very rarely getting active. Just like compare this CT side to what we had from ENCE. ENCE were always making moves, and that was how they ended up with players in the right place. You know, they would go and figure out where PVISION weren't and then adjust accordingly. And so I think, you know, even the fact that in some of these rounds, I'm thinking back to like where James gets caught out in the open in mid in round 2 where he bought the AWP, just a misunderstanding of where his opponents could even be at that point in the round. I don't think he's got the best read on the game right now.
Oh, he's missed that. He's missed that very badly.
And so it's like, if you don't have these little aggressive moves on the CT side to go and get the info, it's going to be a very, very hard game to win.
He's trying to, they're getting a lot of stacks, and even when they're in the right place, they're still losing these rounds. So we're seeing a very different CT side from PVISION than we did from ENCE, who are constantly, if not harassing them, slyly spotting all over the map. Got to reposition here. He's been heard. They're out B. There is a stack here, 3 strong, but we've just seen these crumble time and time again. ENCE able to trade their way to a win.
All right.
Or is this different?
Good catch on the cross. And so now it's just Netu 1v3. He's getting wrapped over towards main as well. Slowly but surely, the net is closing on this B site, and even though he's going to plug in the numbers, dead as soon as the bomb is planted, Belchinok arrives at the perfect time. So, not afraid to give them the lead, but not going to let them get too comfortable either. PVISION have brought it back to a one-round game.
Yeah, that's all the more impressive that they're still even in this game when you consider that's their first gun round of the half. Unfortunate for ENCE, they went into another stack, multiple players back in CT, and without a smoke there on the cross on the backside. Easy pickings here for PVISION. But yeah, James caught in mid again. Young just walks the smoke, makes a great call. Oh, just knife out con rush. Potty tries to get up in their guts. And Nota blocks it. In that nade, want nothing to do with it. Ooh. V4 alleviated. And here's a push, being contained. Young spots him. They don't overcommit. Got to watch out on Con now. kRaSnaL's walked the smoke.
Well, full and a missed shot from the Potty Orb. Would have loved that trade to try and bring you into this site. Now you've got a real uphill battle, especially as James Orb starts to shift over towards CT, and now there's 4 strong here. Molly will burn 1 alive and force Sway into the open. Will this come to matter? As Young seems to think so. Down to this, 1v1, and James running rings around him.
Awkward.
Trades Palaces in the site. Will Young be able to piece this together before James does?
Is he gone?
Goes for the hunt on the USP. James lands the tap to secure a tie game for PVISION.
Just nails the headshot. Doesn't even go with the orb. James hits very awkward timing there as Young goes round to the back of the site. But he makes up for it with a crisp USP headshot to keep this game alive for PVISION. Big triple kill for Zway. He has been the standout player in this series. Definitely went a bit quiet here on the T side of Anubis. But has had some important multi-kills in this comeback for PVISION. Oh. Here we go, 10-10, anyone's game at this point. No one with enough money to be safe forever, except James. And we look like we're getting a full B pop.
Well, you've had trouble repelling these if you're PVISION. And start to bring everyone over, scrambling the defense into place. It's a good pickup for Zelo. 5v4. Now there is this mid lurk running just in the background of the round, but it's only going to be consequential if ENCE can stop this retake for long enough for it to find its ground. Potty now arriving. He'll have a kill for free, fires off, takes it straight away. They've learned about the flank now. They know about a player behind enemy lines. They go back and try and deal with him, but Potty just refuses to let up. Second kill secured. kRaSnaL with a little bit more, and ENCE. A lovely looking B exec, complemented beautifully by that Potty flank. They'll maintain their lead.
Perfect flank, and is very confident post-plant position, staying jail, letting the smoke fade timing, doing well. He's holding it. PVISION don't know when it's ending, and Young just sits on default, which would have been a fly in the ointment. Not ready for that position either as James. Sundayoung has had James' number in this game, with the exception of that 1v1. And he goes again. Another entry kill for SDY. Wait a second. Belchanok can't afford to die. He's going to run back. James just found an AWP pick on B. Always finds a way to get this AWP in play. Belchanok walks through. Maybe at the command of James, but now he's got to make up for it as triple molly hits a sight. He knows they're here.
Still worried about potential presence back in mid, but that's not the case. Everyone coming through this main position. James could get caught looking the wrong way. Has some support. As Nota joins him. That bomb planted. Nota given a little bit of room here with James running interference. Oh, that's a lovely shot back for kRaSnaL. Now that you've stopped the rifle from closing in, it's just James, and he'll face much the same fate. kRaSnaL with 2 blinders.
kRaSnaL's had some bangers here on Anubis. He's come through in the post plants, in the late rounds, and absolutely saved ENCE, putting map point on the board. Despite James' best efforts, no clutch today. Clutching at straws are PVISION here on the second map. Barely surviving. And this might be the end of the line. 4 SMGs. Just have to hope for chaos and hope to excel in it. They're gonna get it.
I mean, the stack's in the right place.
Oh!
Nades do huge damage. That is at least info here for ENCE. I think, if anything, they're kind of glad they don't have to commit to the stack. They're instead going to go into Zwei. All alone out here in dark. Still, he gets his. Any more would be fantastic. 2 for Zwei there is more than you could have hoped for. And this stack's got legs. It's moved back around a B in time.
Yeah, I was worried that was going to go very wrong there. If that first play didn't push through the con smoke before the flash, this could have been the round still for ENCE. They got all that info from the HEs. It matters not. PVISION survive on the SMGs. 4 MP9s, maul ENCE. And so one more round of regulation for ENCE to attempt the ending of this game. Take us to Dust 2. Smoke blooms high. Strangely enough, can't see over it. Still scared on this A site.
Anticipating an A finish at PVISION. But ENCE have left this round open so that they're not terribly hard committed. I say that. They've just gone and got the bomb on Poddy, and now they've left any type of attention they might have paid over towards B, and they are all inning this A play. So PVISION once more stack in the right place. James been able to put them in the positions to succeed time and time over down the stretch.
Oh, missed shot.
That will cost you. Deagle in main finds another. Now they learn about Nota tucked in. Still, James on the AWP makes it work. And now it's just Fiku cut down and finished off. And we run this one back in overtime.
Just impressive resilience from PVISION. But should we be surprised? It's what we've come to expect from this squad. ENCE definitely had more ideas, definitely had a more active CT side, but PVISION, unrelenting, some well-placed stacks, not all of them working, but enough to drag us into extra play. Seeing a great game from Young and kRaSnaL, but the recovery from Zwei and James has got to be noted. This is turning into a deadly couple of players here for PVISION, but Zwei's picked early and they're not going to turn down that opportunity to rush this B bomb site, surely. Molly a problem, pushes Nota into the open, Fiku punishes.
Love how intentional everything about that swing is from Fiku. He was going to go earlier, but they wait once that Molly's in at dark just to see if they hear a tag. And it gives him that much of a better idea as to, you know, where Nota is, that next point of contact. Good kill back for Zelo, but won't be able to go any further with it. Belchenok still trying to walk in. That's nearly the lineup, and okay. Round's live again. Belchenok brings the pain. Nade is good, brings him down that much lower. Softens him up, brings him within 2 shots of certain death.
Where's James going? Has he read the reset? James ahead of the game. They're both leaving. Belchenok to flank the B bomb site. James to enforce the reset. Oh, and the patience doesn't even pay off. Fiku finds a banger. Now it looks like you'd have every reason to go camera Belchenok, but the bomb has not moved. Insane from Fiku.
Beautiful Fiku, man.
Insane.
That's so good. Like, talk about having a read on your opponents, a read on what they might do and how they like to play. The fact that he's even prepared. You know, the shot on James is crazy enough. To then be ready for the reroute of Belchenok as well through the same position is wildness. And it speaks that he's really got his finger to the pulse right now in terms of knowing what he's up against.
I think that's the best part about Anubis. It's late round 2v2s where you're walking around the map when there's high-low, you can drop con, you can flank both sides really well. Like, early round is stressful, reading is stressful, but these clutch moments can be a lot of fun. They're just not that common. So many executes, so many rounds decided off the entries. Fiku delivers another one. Okay, one way to do it. And they're just punishing this B bomb site right now. Nothing PVISION could do about it. But this might work. Nope.
All right, one back from James. He's got support. But dead after that, and they just snuck out through main in the downtime. This is looking like it could very, very quickly get away from PVISION.
Yeah, hit overtime, and ENCE have hit a new level.
Said it coming in, but like thinking back to Fiku's time on OG in the past when Anubis was in the pool, this was one of the maps they played a hell of a lot, so he's got a lot of reps in on Anubis from back when it was in the pool, and it's looking pretty effortless for him to just slip back into that right now. Fiku's had some really impactful kills in this game.
No respect, zero respect from ENCE. Fiku keeps it going. Of course, they just walk out, finding the gap. Netu lurking into A. This is looking like a flawless half. I mean, what can ENCE or what can PVISION do? They don't even know they've lost the site. See ya. Oh dear, didn't even put it out. Unlucky. And that's the half. That's 15-12. 3 shots to close out on what did look like the better CT side for ENCE.
It's a good kill, but like, what do you do now? There's no winning this. Any type of setup that they could play is better than what James can hope to bring to the table here. It's a good shot onto the second, okay.
No time.
But time is his enemy, and there's no getting away from that. kRaSnaL has got this round in the palm of his hand, and there's the killing blow to find a flawless T-half for ENCE.
Yeah, and so basic as well. Just dry swinging B main, flashing through the con smoke, and committing off of it. This one, Zway's not even in position. PVISION expected some respect. They don't get it. This was sick, but inconsequential. As ENCE showcase a very strong Anubis here at Bounty. 1 round. Easy, right?
They played a super active CT side in that first half, but it's interesting because here in OT, they actually are pretty stagnant right now. You know, no one's really moving. You're a little bit gambly over towards A, worried, or B rather, worried that they might just commit to something fast out of the gates. So relying a little more on a read in this first rifle round. But a man down already with Zway going about mid-control again. He was the only player who got to do so for PVISION in their T side. Him now having a bit of ownership over mid. He actually takes the space out to camera. Helps out in this A play, and kRaSnaL just got spotted there on a very wide, audacious swing. Even though you've got past the danger man out in middle, this should still be too far gone, as you can't stop the spillover through main.
Zway was overheating there. It did feel like running back to chase the third guy in mid, let ENCE back through camera, but he'd done enough with the double entry at least that PVISION are able to close it. Nice util at mid. First step for PVISION in making a double overtime. Love to see Poddy get involved on this AWP. He's been a little quieter in the last 10 rounds or so. Relegated to holding A main. May get what he was looking for. Bomb back to A.
And if you're ENCE, this is the round where you do just want to stand and deliver, where you do just want to stop PVISION. You know, don't leave it to the 11th hour. Don't leave it to the last round of this first overtime. That adds stress, that adds pressure. It removes items from the playbook. And this is not how you wanted it to start, but there's the recovery. Some die young. Really stellar double.
Ouch.
Will eventually get dealt with, but you'd like to think he's done his part. Let's see if Poddy can live up to his. Flashed off the line. The AWP will get taken out from the from the B site. One now planted. A site, who cares?
Was the A
Biku
site.
dead over towards mid. kRaSnaL mopped up. And Poddy 1v2.
Okay.
There's the spot. USP pulled. Zway, you gotta hit this. this, because that USP's closing in, and Zwei will make it happen.
Oh, stress.
Chance at another overtime now if this round comes up for PVISION.
Everyone's clenched. Everyone's terrified. Zwei keeps this game going. Gotta give it to Zwei today. He's had some moments. Save this one.
Because like where this does get interesting, I think if they are able to respond now with a flawless half of their own, PVISION, I actually think end up in a pretty good spot. Yeah. Like to feel like you've had now multiple chances to try and take this game over the line and it keeps getting away from you. That can do a number to some teams.
And PVISION were on the comeback this entire game.
Exactly,
both
right?
Halves of regulation and now overtime. I mean, to know that you can just never be put away and never lose the game, it's going to keep you believing in these comebacks.
And like the other problem I was talking about there in that round is just this idea, you know, now it's the last chance you have to close the game out for this overtime at least. And so does that feel like it restricts you a little bit, right? You've been playing kind of pretty measured compared to the CT side you were playing in regulation. What, is now the time you want to come through with aggression? You want to risk the entire game on a push now? It feels like you've kind of missed the window to do that.
It's true.
And so I'm worried that it might end up feeling like all the other rounds in this OT, which is sat back in the bomb sites waiting for the fight to come to them, and that is how you lose these CT rounds. That's a great pickup to open things up from Zwei.
On to Fiku, who is doing the same thing to Zwei on those T sides as well. Constant B entries. Okay, Young aggression, punish down in canals. And Young the same. This is it. This is double overtime right now. PVISION from 0-3 on the half have just done exactly what ENCE did back to them. Flawless T side. Surely no saving this for Poddy and Netu. Two of the quieter players here in this game for ENCE. The two guys who didn't get a kill until 7 or 8 rounds into Overpass. Walking into A, Poddy holds his position, but Netu would need to go absolutely sicko mode to stop this one, and he's too focused on the smoke. PVISION, unparalleled resilience.
And so not only now have you just not been able to beat them at the, what, 4 times of asking on your route to try and close this map? 5, yeah, even worse. They had 2 chances in reg. You know, now, I actually think James' whole stack venture for the CT kind of, you know, the way that they were playing the CT side, leaning heavy into these gamble stacks, I actually think that actually has good longevity in the OTs, because really you only need one of them to work. That's all we've learned, is that it's very T-sided in the overtimes. Everyone's capable of going on these 3-round streaks. If one of your gambles can work, you could get enough mileage out of your CT half.
Well, the best thing is now,
you have the T side to play.
They just get to run it back. Now they can go on the favored half to make a run and get 3 T rounds.
Kind of everything's starting to stack up against ENCE here.
You almost feel like ENCE must make a play at this point, but it's so obvious. Oh, hold for the boost. That's nice. Poddy finally gives us an opening kill. And so felling Jame in middle. He'll take it. Double opener. And you're just thinking, why couldn't we do this earlier?
Hey, if you take a CT side net round now, I think that really does pump you up, because you tell yourself, that's all we need, guys, you know, and then that kind of brings the confidence back.
Just got to close it. And they're leaving B. I don't want to sound the alarm. It's a retake setup. It's all by design. Fiku back in spawn can break the smoke with a nade. But let's see how far they walk in. Do they realize they've been given the entire bomb site for free? They could just shift through Temple for a kill. It wouldn't be a bad move. They start to run. Smokes come down. That's a terrible smoke. Remain eyes on this. Flank contained. Zwei, okay, strong position. Hard to clear here for Poddy. So So Zwei starts the 3v5.
Oh, just annoying util, just to kind of slow you down, take even more pace out of this retake. So he's spamming off as the one guy that's knowing about the other two waiting down here in dark. That's nearly a lineup, but nearly won't cut it. Need to go above and beyond here. Spam tries to come through, but the kill's there for ENCE, and it's close on this defuse, but they've got it. That CT round they were looking for, they finally get, but it's to open up this second overtime.
I mean, a couple of different shots through the smoke on the lineup. That would have been a 1 round for PVISION, so very tight margins in the 3-on-5. Important round for ENCE to remind them that they can on CT. It's been a long time since regulation. And the first half of that as well. Too early on that. Aid would be lovely. And throw one at him, and they swing with that. Zelo, 1 kill traded. James got his back. Three v 3. The question asked of ENCE.
Going into the more stacked of the two sides. Young's just started walking on this backstab to try and move in to what he thought was behind enemy lines. It ended up leaving his teammate alone at this bomb site. And well, now Young smoked off down in dark. Molly's good. It stops the plant, buys you a bit more time. Means that PVISION never get too comfortable, but just spam connecting onto him will seal his fate. Poddy may as well give this one a try. They've got money looking forward, but it's all in vain.
Dude, Zwei on this B site is just a monster on T side. He is finding entry kill after entry kill after entry kill. Every time PVISION want to go B, Zwei will find a frag. Double up in this round.
It was a really nice setup down there towards water as well, you know, like the fact that James, he only has like a second to get off the A main hold, which is what he was watching all around long, and get that trade out towards dark. It was a lovely little 3-piece setup over towards water, and it was able to kind of open that whole round in the first place. I mean, this next round feels pretty important, you know? If ENCE are able to win it, I think they're well and truly on their way to winning this map and setting us up for all three.
Ooh.
Heavily T-sided is Anubis.
Oh no, oh, this is gonna go so wrong. What is happening? They tried to boost, they failed it, Zwei heard it, and then he just pushes in. kRaSnaL on his own might just save them.
Oh, do you want to chase this now, though? kRaSnaL's got hot hands, will get dealt with. It's a very key trade for Nota to stop kRaSnaL's reign of terror and open up this B play after all.
They just cancelled the boost. I'm shocked that they didn't realize a player could have heard that. Caught in the open with nades out. ENCE might pay for this. Even kRaSnaL's double might not be enough. Young has got to put him in his pocket.
He's made it deeper. Oh, the tag in that Molotov is so unfortunate. Now it's just Nechu and flashed off back into the spawn. They double peek him, swinging him together, and he is boxed in. A dead man for sure. 2 on this T side in overtime. Will that be enough for PVISION though? Because, you know, they might have won the last 2, so we're kind of singing their praises. There were some scuffed rounds down the stretch for this ENCE squad, but they're still the ones, Hugo, who got that coveted CT round to open up this OT.
It's true, it's true. PVISION have got to match it. But in overtime,
Matching it isn't enough.
beat it. They've got to beat it.
Yeah.
Or they got to take it to another overtime.
They could do that.
And then go for one.
The alternative route is available.
It's a bit more arduous. I mean, the relief that comes with 18 rounds, knowing you at least have a backup of overtime, if not the option to win, is a huge mental relief. But is it going to be that simple? ENCE looking for their own flawless T side. No one home. Oh, this is perfect right now. ENCE on default.
Oh, a little ugly there for Zwei.
Yeah, his entries have been better than his holds, that's for sure.
Young on a Poddy-esque mid-flank. Oh, and I like this. Difference between Poddy and Young on that lurk. You could see it straight away. Young trying to play the trigger discipline and really get all he can out of that flank. And even attempting this is just from a place of desperation for PVISION. Jame will be left saving the AWP, the big ticket item, at least looking to make it out of the round. But still, that's 17 all now. ENCE could be well and truly on their way to closing this out.
Just that one. I lost my train of thought.
Just that one CT round, man, proving to be enough.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Terrorists win.
Even game now. ENCE on favored side. Their map pick. More of a team effort in terms of the fragging output. It has been Zwei.
There's just so many gaps for PVISION in this round. Like gaps everywhere.
They were re-pushing A with 3. They just regrouped and they were pushing A main to flank, but then you need something. You need a kill on B. It's too many players alive, too much util. They re-smoke con. There's no way you're retaking that.
Just like even with the A push, there being a gap on B and mid feels like a huge problem.
Yeah.
Too much given away for too little gain.
Here we go.
Util in and it's the full blanket. Nade on the smoke and Zwei gets hard cleared. There's the double, triple entries. Good one back for Belchenok. Bit more damage on the spam. He's softened up another. Fiku brought down low. Job's not done for Belchenok though. This really is to be his round. He's done a lot. How much more can you expect? And again, there's another one of these mid lurks on the cards. It's slowly but surely closing in. Poddy this time with the wrap round. Belchenok dead on the swing, and this one should be all over. Flank not even needed. Jame iced out, and ENCE have once more got 2 opportunities to close.
Huge 4K from Fiku. It's just been Fiku v Zet as well on this B bomb site. Like both of them killing each other, anchoring and entering. It's very back and forth, but for a long time it was Zwei leading the way. Now Fiku. That takes the cake. 4 frags on low health. Belchenok couldn't spam him out. And ENCE, it might be that flawless T side. Just keep it going. This B site has been the problem, or is it it's at least been exploited by ENCE. Lurk smoke maybe blocked. Zwei took 1 damage and must have been. So do ENCE realize that before they go for this execute? Jame is on the line. It's a good smoke block, and they're going to use it. Nota pushing in. No flash. 3 players there. Can he cancel? Yes, he can. Jame receives.
Ends up being a great bait into that AWP. The promise of hunting down Nota, but the util will accomplish it.
Double molly.
Blanket of Molotovs. It's really all you've planned for in this round is just hitting B.
You just know it's a stack now.
even going back here comes with its own problems. You don't know what's happened on the other sides of the map. You don't know what's happened in mid. You don't know if an A push has come in. And so you've got to be real methodical in clearing this.
Crazy gamble right now here for PVISION. James, it's on his shoulders. He has to hit this.
Well, he'll deliver. First one in. It's only the AWP they've seen thus far. Rotate loud on Zelo. But you hear them scrambling. I wonder if that just spurs you on. I want to go faster. Miss for James. Had to happen eventually. Zelo arrives. They heard that flank earlier on. Molly gonna force them out with a swing, but he shoots the body as it falls. Oh no. Sway, can he step up? No, he's dead straight away. And now Nechu could finish this off. Belchanok is the guy to beat. If you don't want this in another overtime, but there he is. Good for it. Belchanok ensures there's more Anubis to be played.
Mental game, our first Anubis back of the season, and it goes into a third overtime. The game that keeps on giving, and the game that refuses to die. Some unbelievable multi-kill rounds in this match. And the mind games are plenty. I can't believe Zway's shooting dead bodies there. But Belchanok, who's been the quietest performer of this game for PVISION, just a sickening headshot to finish it off. Here we go. Overtime number 3. That one CT round, not enough.
Yeah, and you know, the point that we made earlier, I think still stands. The idea of just how many chances are too many chances. You know, you've had their number multiple times in this game.
Learn your bloody lesson. They're try swinging B all game. The amount of times PVISION get caught, the gloves are off. They're just running around now. That's what you get. Out jail, AWP should be dead, but Team Flash slows the play. James gets into cover. Oh! No! No!
Okay.
Enough of that. He shot him through the smoke in B main. He shot him through the smoke.
This is starting to get all kinds of
What the
crazy.
hell is happening? Shrug it off. Thanks, I guess. Skill kill.
It's been a stressful game, hasn't it?
For everyone.
Like, everyone looks stressed. Both teams.
That's Anubis, baby. Can we just have our guns out in the first 10 seconds of the round? Because that's when most of the kills come in.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to go B this time. That's what you have to
They've only gone B the last 4 rounds.
That's what you got to believe.
Oh, missed shot. Lucky to be alive in middle. Netu runs a molly. You got a bit of freedom to run into this site. Zway's AWPing. Zway is AWPing.
I mean, we said it seems like Zway gets a slightly bigger degree of freedom than everyone else. This would not stand if Nota decided to buy an AWP, but Zway gets one. And he delivers a kill from it. No less onto Fiku. That head-to-head has been very exciting.
He's been losing it on CT side, that's for sure. I would love to see the head-to-head after this game, just to know. Who's winning it? Right now, who's winning? I can't tell you.
I think Fiku.
Yeah, right?
I think, but I reckon it's really close.
It's close. A play into the stack.
Double flash pop into the main position. James just hanging on.
He had it.
He was safe, but then he put himself right back in danger. Luckily enough, full faith in his squad to bail him out of that one. And so a CT round secured now for PVISION.
Just when I'm out, they pull me right back in.
Don't tell me that they're going to do this.
No, Harry, you've watched enough CS to know what happens at this point in the game.
Now it's a CT side.
Now they win 3 CT rounds,
yeah,
and then it goes 4 OT.
Okay,
that's what happens.
Yes, yes.
We've all seen enough CS. The normality disappears. Everything you know, everything you thought you know, gone. Give us 3 CT rounds from each team.
They can't, but...
Give us 2 CT rounds from each team. Here we go. What do you know?
Oh.
The B site. The Unstoppable B site, 5 alive. Blink, you missed it.
Yeah, they finally play guns out from the get-go. Something a little looser they get charged at. James is walking off. Believe he said he has to go pee. Surely that's what he's doing. Thoughts?
I can't blame you. I saw somebody on.
Oh, look, it's a tech pause.
Oh, my PC is broken. What did you say? No. Yeah. I saw somebody on chugging water earlier. So probably not a wise idea.
You don't want a CP, do you?
No.
And then it's like, sorry, you say you're having problems with the CPU? Yeah.
Yeah, CPU.
Yeah.
My PSU is pissing you off, actually. That was a round.
Okay. T side now for PVISION. This is where both teams unequivocally have had their best rounds, their biggest successes have come from T sides. You've gotten away with 2 on the CT half to close out that OT. This is surely where they do it.
Good one.
Oh, there's party to open. Oh, it's doing the thing where it flips now. And
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
You did call it.
Come
You
on.
called it. I know.
You've seen it.
You know, I know.
Here we go. The longest Counter-Strike match in recent history was on Anubis. Darth Mike will remember. Fnatic M80 at EPL. It went, I think, forever. Pretty sure that's how long it went. I mean, I played a quad overtime on Anubis last night. So this is all too familiar for me.
You're, of course, talking about the
Mike just texted me. He said
71 round.
No, Mike said 73 rounds. So I don't know. I didn't do the maths. I trust him.
Well,
is he wrong?
I'm looking at the numbers right now.
I trust your maths. ENCE win the round. How many rounds was it?
71.
71. Well, can't blame Mike for not remembering every round of play.
No, yeah, it's fair.
We're at 40 right now, so imagine almost double this. That's crazy. This map, wait, how many minutes? How many minutes this map right now, I'll tell you.
How many minutes?
I've just checked.
On this?
On this map, since live. It's including pauses.
Let me think.
Think quicker.
88.
88 exactly. How did you get that? Look, it's 88 and 28. How did you?
Yeah, I know. Just have a good internal clock, I guess.
Insane. That's actually crazy. 88-minute map.
Oh, I could have gone with a nice round number too, like rounded that up. I don't know, man.
How did you
got like a Michael Cera kind of internal clock? I think it's him with the good one. There's some celebrity with a great one. Do you like Michael Cera? Here we are.
Here we go. 2020.
A CT round in 2026 for ENCE. That's crazy work. It's a step in the right direction, Hugo.
PVISION found 2, Harry. That's the bar. Who's winning? Everybody. Ooh. Oh, he missed it. That was a good nade. That would have nailed him. Fix that lineup. Ooh, careful. Careful.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's, 40 rounds. It's going to happen. Fast out A here, 30 seconds. ENCE with a man up, but not for long. Blind on the swing, everyone dies.
That's
well.
despicable. In a second, they're just all gone. The full stack, like it was nothing. What's Potty got for us?
Save.
Anything?
Well, actually, shouldn't save.
It's a 1v4.
It's a none v4.
No, he's still alive. Now he's not.
Is this it? Is it over?
It could be. This might be the last round, guys.
T-side match point.
Okay, it's been a very, very long second map, and for ENCE, their fate of Blast Bounty is hanging in the balance. If they don't find a CT round here and now, after their stack gets dismantled like it's nothing, if they don't find anything now, their little pocket pick of Anubis, something to try and disgruntle Jame and the rest of PVISION, well, it won't have panned out, and their journey ends on a lengthy second map requiring 42 rounds, or they get this one, they finally get 2 CT rounds, and they run it back one more time.
Netio on his own in heaven, 5 players going A main. Those mid rotators have to happen now. They have to assist Potty in position just in time.
Oh, he's so blind. And so is this the beginning of the end? He's done a lot of damage. He's softened up a lot of players. Someone's got to convert these kills. One back from Sumdai Young.
3 on 20 or less.
This is to try and end a 90-minute match of Counter-Strike. This is what it's all come down to.
Oh.
The final push. Potty up in heaven, Deeg pulled, they're both tagged up, but caught in the crossfire, and it all comes crumbling down. PVISION, hard to put away, and for ENCE, the journey ends in disappointment.
A marathon of a match, all the rounds. Jame is never beating the paid by the round allegations because we got absolutely everything. But hey, if your teams needed some practice on Anubis, new map in the pool, what better way to do it than a little triple